morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. How are you? How are you this morning? Yes, yes, yes. How are you this morning? Okay, listen, listen, listen. Okay, let's just chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. Okay. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome, okay? I hope and I pray that you're having a fabulous morning, all right? And I came on to kick it with you for a minute, to kick it with you for a quick minute, okay? We're going to do a quick part two. Let's do a quick part two this early morning, okay? Today's a very busy day. Today's a very busy day. I said, let me get this done really early just to get this part two handled, okay? Before I get into anything else, let me upload this quick video. All right. So this is what I would like to share with you. I would like to share with you real quickly. Okay. First of all, I want to say any noises you may hear in the background, please forgive me. Okay. It gets really busy. It gets really busy. Okay. Any noises you may hear in the background, please forgive me. All right. Listen to this. This is part two. I am continuing to shed some light on some things, okay? First of all, beautiful people, first of all right? First of all, I would like to let you know, just to expound upon, right? Listen, something I want to let you know, okay? Anything that you are supposed to contribute to the world, and you know in your heart of hearts that that's your contribution. That's one of your contributions. That's another contribution. Sometimes it's many. It's a plate of whatever. You make sure that you do that, okay? All right? We have to contribute whatever it is that we're supposed to, okay? Now, usually this is going to be something positive, right? It's going to be something positive. In my case, and what I do, I am currently just giving you some truth about my personal journey and having to navigate and deal with some of the things and conquer some of the things that I've had to. Okay? And letting you know about some of the doors that I have entered and what are exactly the problems that people are dealing with that you don't hear enough about within those doors. Okay? All right. Let's one at a time, okay? So this is part two. This is part two, okay? Here we are. Have you had your coffee? Did you get your pot of tea together? Okay? Spend a little 6 minutes with me real quick. I'll try to make it brief. All right? Now, whatever it is that you're supposed to contribute, okay? Because some of us, have some real deal things that, we are connected in. All right? Let me tell you what I mean. I have been sharing my story. And one of the things is, one of my beautiful young sisters, you know how you're just young and, you don't have maybe a family yet, like children that you have to provide for yet, right? You don't have kids you have to provide for. You may not be married yet, okay? You may just be single and able to maneuver and whatever, okay? Now, one of the things that was mentioned is, whatever you have going on, Keep your momentum going. Keep, So this is the thing. I want to just kind of, because you're so beautiful. That's why I'm here with you. All right? This is the thing. People have different duties. Okay? Obviously, been there, done that, been there, done that. You wouldn't understand. Probably, if I laid it all out for you, you would probably just lay down and listen to the rest. You will be the one that lay down and have to listen to the rest, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Many of us have different duties, okay? There is a time to be here, there, here, there, here, there, here, there, and then there's a time in your life that you're going to have to reel it in, okay? Reel it in and focus on the main thing, okay? Many of us, again, have different duties in the way we contribute to different things, okay? Trust me. Many of us move things in different ways. Yeah. Many of us move things in different ways. It's true. It's true. Many of us move things in different ways. You probably won't catch this until about 10 years from now, what I'm saying. Okay? You just focus on doing your part. Okay? You focus on doing your part. That's being high vibrational. That's not getting into things that you should not be. Not trying to be busy for a man to see. And that's your focus. Oh, see me over here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Oh my God, I'm mixing. You get it? I'm mixing. Obviously, I can talk about that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. But the difference was, I was getting paid to do it. Making sure I was getting paid to do it, okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. Yes. Stay focused and do your part. Whatever you know that's true to you that you're supposed to be doing in the universe, okay? This is for my people. I like to, chime in and give their input, which I love it. I absolutely love it, okay? Now, speaking your truth. You always want to speak your truth, okay? Especially when there's more that you have to add. There's more. Because let me tell you something. These doors that I've been into, I'm very passionate about explaining what is really happening to people within those doors. Okay? And the games that the employees are, or the people that's volunteering to go and help, who really is collecting people's information. These are some things that I need to share, because the people that's on top don't know. They don't really know. How would they know? Half of the people that we have ahead of things have tapped out. They are relying on someone else to, that's not even going through it themselves. Right? It's a lot of information that needs to go forward. People will you don't tell your story. People will tell your story, tell it incorrectly, go to the courts in front of the judges, lie to them. That's why all these things are coming out. Dealing with so many people just making up stuff, More importantly, if I would have never spoken up for myself, no one else would have. Okay? It would have taken a longer time. Trust me. It would have taken longer. Okay? So, this targeting that I went through for a long time, and I trusted God. God told me to just to pay attention and get quiet, and I did, okay? And I watched this cycle of people just participating and it growing and growing. And no one would say, this is not right. Nobody would stand up and say, hey, this is not right. Or, hey, let me go really check on this sister. No, 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 no. Honey, they were trying to kill me off. Okay? I survived. And the very people that participated, they're so in shock, they want me to stop talking. They want me to stop talking. Imagine that. Please stop so I don't have to hear what I participated in. Please stop. Okay, moving right along. Moving right along, okay? Now, you want to tell your story. You want to. If you don't express what has happened to you, nobody else will. I'm telling you, there's some cases where they might, but it's not loud enough. It's different when you speak up for yourself and give facts. You know what I mean? Pull receipts. These are the things I had to do. Oh, it's real. Listen to this. I had to get quiet. Okay? And I obeyed what the Lord told me to do. I was obedient. And guess what? All these truths started coming out and people started awakening. All of us at the same time. Did you hear what I said? And God said, if you go back to one of my videos, somewhere, I have another YouTube, Nikki Talk to Me. That's an older one, but that's why I started talking about what really happened. Like, whoa, I came back and started talking about things. It's called Nikki Talk to Me with the red lips. And sometimes you may have to put in Dominique Brown at the end. Nikki Talk to Me. That's Nikki with the red lips. Nikki Talk to Me with the red lips. Dominique Brown. Never in my life. So I'm a person that love business. I love business. I love you get it? So never in my life had I ever thought that I would be talking about being targeted. All right? I didn't do anything I felt to be targeted, okay? When I express this to you, and I need someone to hear my clear words as I say this, because people choose to misunderstand, all right? But on this video, I want you to hear my clear words. When I express what happened to me, when I express what has already happened to me, right? What has happened? This is talk to help someone that's going through, has been targeted or whatever. This is to help them. Okay? I'll talk to you about what I mean. I love explaining. I don't mind explaining. Okay. I'm switching a little bit, but it's all in the same everything. It's all connecting. There's a guy that I considered a friend. And when I was sharing with him years ago about what I was dealing with, he was just like looking at me. I consider to be a very smart guy, good head on his shoulders. But I was explaining a little bit about what I was experiencing. And he just looked at me. Like, okay? And we had known of each other for some years, a little while, right? Meaning, I felt comfortable enough. If I had to go and do a delivery, I felt comfortable enough to put this brother in my car like, hey, I got to go do this. I want you to come with me. Boop, boop, boop. I gotta go take care of something, and it's gonna be a distance, and that was more of it. I had to drive a distance, so I'm like, hey, get in the car. I need you to come with me. Boop, boop. Can you do that? And they're like, of course, okay. Just come by my house, pick me up. Do, do, do. And I needed them to come with me. I didn't need them to drive their car to take me. I needed them to get in mine. So I trusted this person a little bit. But I explained to them what I was dealing with. And you know what this brother told me? He said that his sister had said some of the same things that I said. But he just looked at her like they were just listening to family. His family was just listening to her talk. But she was like, you don't understand. These things are happening. And it was a breakdown of people flying over her head. Really, I wonder what that was about. Flying over her head. People running up on her, doing things to her in public. Okay? All these different things. But he was not. He was just like, what? Who? What people? Who? What? Okay? And he knew, like I asked him, I said, so this, and this is the big thing where people miss. Now, this young lady, your sister, is not on drugs, right? No, she's not on drugs or anything. Okay. She's this, she's that, there was none of those things. So I said, you didn't trust what she was saying, that, and these were many different things she was breaking down. Okay? Like just people doing stuff around her, to her. And, trying to give her mental conflict. And it turns out, I wouldn't know what the thing was, but I think it's because his family owned a lot of property and different things. People have reasons that they target you. They have reasons that they target you. It's not sometimes just because they want you in their group or whatever. Now, I never met her personally, so I don't really know, but I know of some things. But this is the thing. He wasn't taking her seriously. This is your sister, and you what? One of the most hurtful things that happens is when a person has been targeted and they go and they share it with maybe their loved ones or whomever, and those loved ones don't believe them until somebody's stalking their ass. Then they that's what I say. Then when the table turn and now somebody's stalking you or harassing you or doing whatever, now you believe it, huh? Oh, it's real now, right? Moving right along. My thing is, there's people that are out there. I mean, I saw a woman one day standing somewhere. Because the thing is, they want to drive you crazy. They want you to be crazy, honey. Oh, I said, Lord, they don't know some of the people I've already met in my family. They don't know. They don't know. They want to drive you crazy. They want to put you in an institution. They want to separate you from your children. They want to intentionally ruin your life. They've done it to so many people. Okay? They've done it to so many people. Like, so many people already know what this hate group, gang stalking is about. Okay? For example, say what you want. Remember this. Even your churches. It's ungodly for churches to go on witch hunts. I don't give a damn what your bishop, your pastor, whoever tell you what their reason is, their good or bad reason or whatever they say. That's not of God. That is not of God. I know what you think. Or what you thought. You thought you was doing the right thing. And that's when people start having issues from misleading people. You're not supposed to mislead people for your personal agenda. Not accepted. Not right. Don't play like it's right. All right, moving right along. So, my thing is, just a thought. Let me go back there a minute. Wasting people's time, money, time people could really be doing something wonderful with their loved ones. Everything you got them out mistreating, mishandling people they don't even know. God, you talking about corruption, baby? It's been unreal. It's been unreal. So, my thing is, people starting to move around. I know, sweetie poo, I know. My thing is, you want to be a good listener when people come to you, and especially your dear family, and they're sharing with you what's going on. Okay? Let me tell you about this passionate thing I have for speaking up. I remember I watched this show, right? I watched this show, daytime talk show. I never forget. And I remember the lady was interviewing a mother and father that had came on her show, that had come on the show to talk about their son's death. He had been murdered. I never forget. They had both been invited on the show. The husband and wife had been invited on the show to talk about their son's, I should say, murder, right? All right. This was something that was, this was recorded on video for the world to see, and the son had been murdered. Okay? Yes, the son was grown. A grown man. But no matter what, it's someone's son. Right? It's their son. Somebody's sister, brother, son, etc. Okay, here it is. I'll never forget this. On the show, the talk show host was asking questions. Okay? Like, questions. And they always include, how are you feeling? After so many questions, they say, well, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Okay? Sometimes in the beginning, they'll ask the question, But after talking about what happened, they said, how are you? How are you feeling? Okay? Right? That's one of the things they said. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Jonathan. See what he wants so he can be okay. All right? Trust me. I know he's gonna take care of you. Okay. So anyway, as I was stating, you know, he wanted to, she was asking the question. Take him over there and find out. Okay. I'm okay. So the mother was doing most of the talking. Okay. And I'm not gonna say the name of who it was, but it was, everyone knows. Okay. It happened upstate. All right. And The mother was just, and I can understand, she was just so hurt, and she was like, and I remember the talk show host smiling at her as she was talking, and I was reading what I was reading, and I was just, I'm like, oh my goodness, and the mother was keeping herself together for the people, like for the, what she was doing. She was, on national television, and she wanted to make sure that she, talked about how she didn't want any riots or whatever the case was. She didn't want any of those things to happen, right? Any riots or, whatever. She didn't want people fighting, and it's more so. And I get all of that. I get all of that. Okay, I get it. But it's the way the mom acted, like she was so. The mother was, the father didn't say much, but the mother was just so, like, and then I'm sure going on television, everybody, that's a whole nother thing. You really got the world on you or whatever. I don't know what the thoughts were. I don't know, as far as, I know that the son did not deserve to be murdered like that out in the streets. Okay? By people that was supposed to protect and serve. And it was so evil. It was done. I mean, it was in front of everyone. It was on body cam. It was awful. Okay? And for that mother to just sit there with her composure, and I know this much. It was more so, it's as if she was just terrified to speak.